My lord, I am sorry to disturb you.
What is the meaning of this?
I am dreadfully sorry, my lord, but I bring grave news from Bermaling. A large horde of Easterlings was spotted crossing the Carnan.
What? How many?
I don't know for sure, my lord. 1,000, maybe 2,000 men?
Curse those Easterlings. What about your prince? Surely he has a garrison to defend Bermaling.
My lord, Prince Brand left a few days ago with most of the men. He set out to reclaim Ilanen from the Orcs.
Blast. His impetuousness will be the death of us all. Squire, give this man some water and a bed for the night. Get some rest, my friend, you did well. You there, servant, go ring the bells. I will address the people and inform them of this ill news. Then go speak to Sanfu at the bell tower and request the raven to be sent to my son. His forces need to withdraw from Ilanen and return to Bermaling post-haste. If the Low Khan wants war, he will get it. Every able-bodied man will protect the shores of the Celduini, and I will be no exception.
Hello my friends, and welcome back for episode 7 of our Dale campaign in Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer. So, as was made clear by the intro, two things. First of all, we are dealing with what seems to be a Rhun invasion. We are still neutral to them, they haven't declared war on us, but I mean, if you're bringing in this kind of army into my land, crossing the river. My intro I said the River Carnan, but I guess the Carnan's over here. So this is the Celduini and this is the Carnan, so I'm not sure what this is, but let's just call it the Carnan as well. So that's the first thing the intro made clear, and the second thing the intro made clear is of course that I'm not a great voice actor. If you hadn't noticed, I did both the voices of King Bane and the Messenger, and it went about as poor as I expected it to go. But yeah, maybe I can hire some of you, some of the viewers, to do some voice acting for me, but yeah, I'm not great at it. Anyway, what are our plans? Well, we captured Dol Guldur last time, and well, that might have been a bit of a mistake, because we really pushed ourselves in deep. I mean, we have shut down most of the oak production now. Are there any buildings that I can destroy? Because I don't think I checked them last time. Doesn't seem like there are. So, they're not... I mean, I assume they're not getting any more units, or at least not in the same amount of numbers they were getting them earlier. But there are still a large hordes roaming Mirkwood. So I think if we don't want to fight a war on two fronts, I think we try and get peace with Dol Guldur. Now that might prove to be very difficult, but we do have one thing going for us, and that is that Dol Guldur has tons and tons of enemies. So logically speaking, they should accept any ceasefire because, you know, they're so overwhelmed. They should happily accept it. They're also at war with Khan. That's actually fairly interesting. Rhun is. Alright, so let us first move Wither here towards Lorien before we can push him into Dol Guldur, and we'll have to just try and hold for a little bit. I mean, if these guys decide to attack Dol Guldur, we're gonna run into some real trouble. But yeah, I have to defend it with what I got. I don't want to leave it behind. Austin Gale will probably fall. Yeah, it's just this Northern Militia. They're done. We do have this army here, Gartula, to take down Captain Borgu. If I was not mistaken, I was actually moving these guys, then bringing them over.
Yes, my lord.
Can they not move out? No, it seems they can't. So we'll take care of Captain Borgu first. Not that exciting of a force, but a rather big one, much larger than mine. And then we'll move Gartula to Vidgavia's Rest, link up with this army. You know, actually, we'd have a pretty big force if we combine those men. That might be enough to deal with Gobla and take back some territory and take some more. It's just all around going to be difficult. I hope the Elves of Mirkwood and the Anduin Vale, well, not the Elves of the Anduin Vale, but the Anduin Valesmen pitch in rather soon. But let us start the episode with a battle. Alright lads, here we are. So we do have the reinforcements coming in from the fort, but I doubt they'll get there on time. 2 units there, alright, it's not too bad. Our archers are already in range, the rangers are at least. That's why they call the rangers, because they're in range. I'll be here all day lads. Another thing I want to mention before we continue on is that I will do a toggle fog of war at the end of this episode. People have been asking for it, and I'll try to remember it. I might forget because I'm an idiot. But I'll try to remember to toggle the fog of war at the end of this episode. Now, this is a very cheat-free campaign. I'm not cheating. I won't save scum, anything of that sort. But I don't consider toggling the fog of war cheating kind of depending on how you use it. I'm not going to use it to check where Dol Guldur has their forces, for example, or Rhun has their forces, so I'm going to avoid looking around my direct area, but I will look at what Gondor is doing, Rohan and Isengard, how they're faring off against each other. That kind of stuff I will check up on. And if this guy just wants to wait, that's fine by me, because then I can get these reinforcements in there. Alright, so let's speed up the timer a little bit whilst the Thala Rangers are fighting away. They'll start running towards me soon enough. I'm sure of it. I don't focus on this small unit. Oh, that might be the captain. No, it's not. Where's the captain? Oh, so these guys are standing a little bit too close to each other. That's some serious man-loving going on over there. There's the captain. Mirkwood Hunters. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just kind of accepting his losses, I guess, which is fine by me. It's already 10% down, lads. I mean, but focus on the stronger units. Those Mirkwood Goblins, they trip over and they're already dead. That's how weak they are. That'd be kind of funny, to be honest. You know, I imagine in a true historic battle, people will be tripping over all the time. You know, you're not wearing the most comfortable of armor, you're just surrounded by enemies and friends, and you don't really know who's who. I mean, I know I'd be tripping over all the bloody time. Alright, lads. Yeah, it would be kind of silly if in the game they were just constantly falling over, wobbling around. I mean, I'd play it, that's for damn sure. It would be entertaining for sure, but... come on, lads, keep firing. I've already slain 22%. That's like a quarter of their army that's just gone simply because they existed. Alright, laddies, let's push forward our infantry. Let's bring in this infantry. It seems they are running one unit towards my Delian swordsman, which is fine. It seems they not really know what to do. That's more like it. Alright, so you fire on those archers, because they're bloody annoying. Alright, lads. Oh, maulers. Oh, maulers. Don't let the maulers run into my Royal Guardsmen. They could do some damage. Fire on them! Fire! Oh no! That a bit slow. I was just in the middle melee. That's okay. At least they replenished their forces, so... it could be worse. It could be worse. I don't fire on the little Guldur archers. I love that horn. I've used it a couple times in my videos. Because I tried to include like unique sound effects for every start of a battle, but at one point you run out of sound effects, you know. Alright, if you could fire on the maulers, because they're kind of fighting... yeah, you should be able to get a good hit on them. Come on, kill the archers. I need more cavalry though, that's painfully clear. The lack of cavalry is an issue, because if we have at least one unit of cavalry, it becomes so much easier to kill these guys. Like, these archers wouldn't pose any threat, for example. And Billmen are kind of letting me down. I guess I need to always put them in position, because otherwise they're going to do not that great. Alright, the Rangers are out of ammo. Ooh, they did nice. Northman archers really well. But yeah, that's the thing, they're rather weak, they don't deal a lot of damage, but there's so many of them that it just adds up, you know. Alright, who's still... Mirkwood Hunters. Come on, lads, 85% we should be able to reach, right? Well, that is 85, 86. Alright, that should be enough. Let's take a look at the results. That's not too bad, that's not too bad. We killed way more of them than they killed of us, so that's always a win, but... I mean... I thought the Rangers almost killed 400 and they lost 1, so that's real good value there. Alright, lads, I'll see you back on the strat map. Alright, let us execute these fools and then move out the men, because we need him on the front line. Alright, so you do... what the hell is that? Okay, so the swordsmen have some movement range, these guys don't. Oh, whatever. Ooh, I can get some Privateer Axemen. They are quite good. 816 armor piercing. That is pretty good. Alright, so we'll send them to Vidgavia's Rest, and then they can help out here. We'll lose Ostingale, no doubt. Might lose Dol Guldur as well. We'll lose Bissen as one of my favorite generals. But I'm not pulling him back. I'm not pulling him back. Right, and as for over here, we were of course sending Prince Brand, I think his name is. Yes, Prince Brand with a decent-ish force towards Elanid, which is now in Dol Guldur hands. But it seems we might have to pull them back towards Bermaling. But I don't want to put him in the settlement, because... If they have a siege settlement and they attack it and we lose the fight, then Prince Brand is gone. And I don't want to lose Prince Brand. I do want to keep him for pretty much the entire campaign. So let's focus on getting more troops, more Northman archers. That's pretty much the best we can get in these settlements.
Yes, my lord.
You guys come over, join up with the armies. Captain Skip. Wouldn't mind having a general named Skip. So Dale, we are building what I would like to think is the final tier for now for economic relands. So then we can focus more on the military. We are getting more units, but we need them badly, and our economy will probably suffer a little bit. Yeah. Alright, I think we need to end the turn and see what happens. Ooh. So we just need to make sure we move our diplomat every turn. If we can get peace with Dol Guldur, that's great. We can kick some Rhun ass for now. I don't want to wipe out Rhun just yet. We're only 62 turns in. That seems a bit early. But you know, I'm always talking about Rhun attacking me, but we're not at war yet, so who knows? They might just position that army there and move back. You never know. You never know. I'm still more scared of Dol Guldur. Oh, hello, Lothlorien. We were actually trading yet. Huh. I'll also sell you some map information. Let's see, 1,000, because I have Dol Guldur now, so that opens up some extra perspective. You accept? You do accept. Alright, I hope you attack Dol Guldur, but we'll see. Alright, it's almost Dol Guldur's turn. There it is. I'm always scared when it like scrolls over to Dol Guldur. It's like, oh, what are they gonna do? They're gonna probably attack Ostingil. I'm also sorry for some of the background noise there. Oh, they actually didn't do anything. But they did get a Doomstack, it seems. Or is that just a regular... I don't know, man. But yeah, there is some construction work being done, and I actually have my window open because it's super hot today. But it does make a lot of noise. It's been going on for weeks, but yeah. Not much to do about it. Alright, 300 gold coins from the guild. Okay, so our income is rather stable. Oh, okay, so the Rhun army did piss off, or they're somewhere up north, which is also possible, but I somehow doubt that. I think if he would attack me, he'd go straight for Bombardier. So that's a relief, and I will actually just send Mr. Brand to take Elan. Ooh, right before the Winian tries to besiege. I mean, that wouldn't have been enough to take Elanin, but... Alright, nothing too special there. So, what the hell is going on, man? Captain Lunlock? Oh my god. You know... I think I should pull back this army. Thing is, they'll probably get intercepted in the woods. I don't think they can make it out alive.
Yes, my lord.
Who's slower? Someone slows down the army. Oh, it's actually Bicinus. That makes no sense. Why is he slower? Likes the dark, admires technology... Mirkwood Forest. So that's the weird situation where a captain actually moves faster than a general. I don't like that. I don't like that. Cram. Alright, so first of all, let's move our diplomat towards Dol Guldur. I wish we could talk to them. Yes, we can talk to them in this turn. Let's see. If they want peace now, I'd be so happy. Oh, it would be very generous. So we might even be able to pinch something extra out of it. Maybe we could ask for a territory. Maybe. What would we like? Because I'm besieging Elanin. I'd like to get Elanin. That's demanding. What if we don't accept her? We will attack. That makes no sense. I don't know. I'd like to seize Elanin. Guys. I'm just really like... I'm just thinking. I'm sorry. I might have to edit this out because I'll be thinking for a while. But do we want peace with Dol Guldur right now? On the one hand, yes, because we've taken much territory of them, and if I could just consolidate what we have, build out those settlements, we can go to war with them again soon. But yeah, our territory has increased dramatically, and I am still worried about Rhun. Then again, if we don't accept the ceasefire, we could crush them more and more. And one settlement that I would really like is Elanin. You know what I maybe could do? That would, like, historically make the most sense. If I was like, you know, we want Elanin. Like, request some border settlements. But request one more, let's see where south is. Because I know that that's relatively close to where we are. And everything that starts with Burr is apparently part of Rovanian. Someone pointed out in the previous comment. And in return, we will give you back Dol Guldur, your capital. Which is the only settlement they should care about. I feel like historically and from a lore perspective, that would make the most sense. Is it the best play strategically? I don't know, because we do give him back to Guldur, which is an amazing settlement. But I feel like, you know, the one battle we had at Dol Guldur, it was kind of a boring battle. It wasn't the epic siege of Dol Guldur that I really wanted to do and make like an awesome cinematic about. So if we give him back Dol Guldur, we have another chance of having that massive siege battle some later on. Like, I don't just want to rush through Dol Guldur. You know what I'm saying? This is very much a cinematic kind of campaign. So if they accept this, then I'll be happy. They do accept it. Okay, we got 2 settlements for the price of 1 and a ceasefire. So we can now focus completely on just building up our settlements. We have quite a few of them. And what we're also going to do, because Melkor requested it, and anything that I can do to please Melkor is going to help out the Dwarves a little bit dealing with the Snow Orcs. People really do not want me to betray the Elves or the Dwarves. Yeah, we just need to wait for the settlement change to register. People really don't want me to betray the Elves or the Dwarves, so I will respect that. Alright, business. You can walk away, but don't worry. You're not walking away in shame, you're walking away the victor. As we have secured a very necessary peace alliance. And this will dramatically change the tide of battle in this region. I feel like the Anduin Vale might just fall because they just get a ton of extra force. And I think actually now is the ideal moment to check a toggle fog of war because we're not at war with anyone, so we're not really getting any benefit from it. Rawburg. Ah, that's another settlement that I would very much like to have. But we do have Ilanen. We get free forces. Ah, yes, free Northman militia. As we expected, that guy's actually moving towards Erebor. Erebor is not having a good time. So maybe the time has come that we should turn our eye towards Rhun. They have become very strong and the Winian is falling apart. So perhaps we should... we're definitely going to prepare for it. Let's take a look here. So they hold Dunberg, but all in all the Anduin Vale is holding out rather well. I thought, because we looked at the map and it was like Dol Guldur here, that maybe they've also taken Fenholm or Methelburg. That's not the case. Angmar's having a great time. Ered Luin is pushed back rather far, but they are pushing deeper into Fjorast again, and they have also taken Barketta. Elves of Mithon just doing their own thing. Of course, the Corsair invasion hasn't happened yet. So the High Elves are holding on to Dunkirk. They have managed to take Zakkala. Let's see, this is a rather big force for an elf. Alright. Isengard's doing okay. Donland is also doing rather well. The Inadwaith are falling apart a little bit, but you know, they're still in the game. You never know what happens. Rohan's also still in the game. It's rather odd. Normally by turn 60, there's like a clear winner between the war, between Isengard and Rohan in this war. But in this case, it seems they are, you know, kind of keeping themselves balanced, which is great. I prefer that. Eomer right there. Same with Gondor and Mordor. There's no clear winner yet. Gondor's actually pushing in rather deep with Faramir over here. Oh, Boromir is over here as well. Boromir is fearless. About to take Minas Morgul. So, yeah. It feels like not that much has changed. It seems like most factions are holding on to their homeland. With the exception, of course, of Studat Sakan with the event. Oh god, Palando, you do not have a big force. You need help, my lad. But it does seem like the main powerhouse right now, the main faction that is winning their war rather convincingly, is Rhun, which does concern us. So we are going to prepare for war, of course. I mean, he already marched into my land, so we're a bit, how do you say that, a bit miffed about that. Alright, so everyone will piss off here. We have Ilanen, we have Bursouthis. There it is. Well, wait, where is it? There it is. Oh my god, they gave us 4 Privateer Axemen. Holy shit, that is... Okay, that's rather nice, but it also costs me tons and tons in upkeep. Are there any forts nearby? There's a fort here, but it's in Dol Guldur hand, so I can't seize it without upsetting them.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, so, let's place some units in forts. So we have them on standby. Gartila, you will man Ber-Olga as a governor. This Northern militia unit. I should also get another general to plop down watchtowers everywhere, so we'll get them. Okay. Let's start with... trading post might be nice. Actually, I should have gone for trading with Dol Guldur. They would actually bring in quite a bit of money. No, you know what? Actually, let's go for the culture first. And same in Ilanen.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, no. Culture. There's actually a fair bit of Northland culture here, so that's not that urgent. Let us get, then, Nice bit of income there. Let us get a farming outpost. And then in Esgaroth, we... wait, it's a city, capital, Bergram's a keep. So we do want to focus our recruitment efforts here, but we're already building a castle, which is amazing. But Marding, I feel like I want to get an armory there. Alright, then, in terms of moving our troops about a bit, let's put Prince Brand in Ilanen for now. And let's push these men to this fort. These will go back on the ship. And I'll put them in this fort. We do want to have these troops on standby. We might get rid of some of the militia because we don't really need them. But we do want to make sure that they're positioned in forts as far as possible. Alright. These privateers, I will actually send them north. With the exception of one to keep the peace. I don't want to throw them away, they're an awesome unit, they're just rather expensive. So I feel like I made the right call there. You might disagree with it, and let me know in the comments, of course. I'm always curious to hear your input. But right now we can just focus on finishing up our buildings. Our economy is strong, and we can now very much focus on getting military buildings. So when the time is there for war, for all-out war, with either again Dol Guldur or Rhun, we will be ready. Because now we weren't ready. And, you know, the war with Dol Guldur was a success overall, you know. We have a lot more land than we started out with. Useful land, Ravanian land. So, I wouldn't complain too much about it. We have, of course, given up Dol Guldur, but if a war comes, we'll have an easy time retaking it. And I think perhaps we should actually look towards the north for now. See if we can help out Erebor against the Orcs of Gundabad. Whilst, of course, preparing for war with Rhun, should it happen. And Romandasil is getting married. Beautiful. Hornburg sieged again. Talk to Dol Guldur. Yeah, actually, I was planning on doing that because I wanted to get some trade rights. Oh, hello, Kamal. There he is. He was hiding in this settlement all along. What you doing over there, buddy? I also haven't sold you my map information. So if you actually, I can ask for a fair bit of cash. You are very poor though, so you probably won't be able to afford it, but I should be able to ask for 2,000. Hey, nice. If you look at their income now, 9,000, because that will boost our trade by quite a bit. It should, right? Rawburg, Tornarash, Logarth. More settlements that I want to very much reclaim. Okie dokie. So Prince Brand himself does not get free upkeep, but I actually did my calculations wrong. Plop him in there. You go to Ilanen for now, I guess. You go there. Oh, I put them on the wrong side of the river here. Ah well. Berghaupis. Karendros under attack. Dol Guldur rebuilt. All armies have finally managed to drive the invaders from the stronghold in the Dark Lord's name. Well, not quite. Their foes suffered heavy losses. Well, they are trying to retreat. Well, towards their northern... none of this is correct, but okay. Countless Orc battalions are coming to keep the fortress safe from any other attack, and no doubt they will be ever watchful now. The Free Peoples have suffered a powerful blow. Well, again, not quite. More of a strategic decision. Alright, Bergram got upgraded. That's really good. So... let's see, because Bergram actually gets a fair bit of imports, so roads wouldn't be bad, but I would rather focus on stables now, because I don't have any location that I can, you know, train horses. Cavalry. Let's get the shipwright in Esgaroth. Let's make it our port. Over here we have some troops ready to go. Let's plop them in the fort. Let's get these troops north as well, in forts. More money saved. Alright, Erin Rhunen, because I'm still a bit short on cash. I would prefer to have a little bit more money. Fidigavia's Rest. Are there any forts like in this area? Because I don't want to, you know, leave these settlements undefended. But like Austin Gill does not get free upkeep, Fidigavia's Rest does not get free upkeep. Let's just scout ahead a bit. If we just knew where the forts were, that would be very helpful. So we have 4 men here, we'll have 4 here, 4 here. Yeah. This army, I do want to have a stick behind the door, as we say in Dutch. Just kind of like a backup mechanism in case they do attack us again. Alright, Bergram, yeah. These guys I will send to Bermaling. Captain Hosea. Horsa, sorry, not Hosea. Horsa. Elves and Dunland at war, okay. So I think if I could get another spy, that would be most useful. I cannot, but I can get a diplomat. Can I not get a spy anywhere in here? Ah, there we go, Esgaroth can get a spy. Because then we can check out the north and see if it's worth to march on Dane's Halls, for example. That would be a huge economic boost. Because right now... Oh, I forgot to move this guy. Right now we don't have any mines at all, so our mining income is 0. And if there's one thing I learned... Oh, an alliance. Gosh, I don't know actually. Do I want to ally with the Anduin Vale? Well, I mean... There's no real downsides to it. I guess so, yeah. I mean, they're friends with Dwarves of Khazad-dûm and the Woodland Realm, so we do have common friends. You know, I will accept if we also exchange military access. There we go. Alright, beautiful.
An honor and a pleasure.
Thank you, Radagast. Yeah, I mean, it's a way to know for sure they will never attack me. And military access will be quite useful, I guess. Also, if we take Dane's Halls, we will, I think, border the Anduin Vale. So it doesn't hurt to be on good relations with them, but at one point I will, we'd like to take their land as well. It is part of Ravanian, sorta. Like the Anduin Valesmen, the Northmen, the Eothead, Rohan, that's kind of all... I think I just hit my microphone by accident. Yeah, that's all the kind of territory we're looking to seize. We're looking to rebuild Rovanion. So we'll see how that goes exactly. But right now things should calm down a little bit, because in the previous episodes we had a ton of battles, but now we can make some progress. Rickshaw, you know what, I'll take you because I want extra governors.
Your orders, my lord.
Erebor besieged. I mean, we saw the army, there wasn't anything too scary. I wouldn't hate it if they took Erebor, because then I can take Erebor without having to attack the dwarves. Alright, so they do hold, I think it's called Witherward. The dwarves hold on Nazanar. Interesting stuff. You know what, let's farm at pikemen. Should we keep them? They're not bad, they're not bad. There's no point in throwing them away. Might as well keep them and let them die in combat. Alright. Ilanin. Let's see, eh? What do I want to build here? What do I want to build? I guess a herbalist would be quite nice. Oh, it's a castle. That's a castle actually with 3% population growth. That's quite nice. That's actually really useful when we go to war with Rhun. So we will very much focus on building units there, because now we have 2 castles. Oh, hello, Admiral Quraysh.
I am not in your navy.
I know. Calm down. Alright, so this should reduce our income, or upkeep, I should say, by a fair bit. You stay there. Look at Drots actually. Their income, their upkeep's pricey. So I'll actually put them in the fort so Romendasil gets the free upkeep. Grassguard has a general, Bergram has an... Esgaroth does not have a governor, so we'll send you to Esgaroth.
Yes, my lord.
Guy who looks like Thor from the Avengers. Right. Anything else I need to take a look at? Yes, the spy, we send him north. Okay, we do have extra troops coming in. We'll split them up. Alright, that's all good. You guys are all there. You're still moving north, Captain Lindenkins. If we go to war with the Orcs of Gundabad, these guys will be very useful. Very, very useful. Yeah, I'd love to take this fort, but it's in Dol Guldur hands, so...
Your orders, my lord.
Sadly, not a possibility. Let's keep an eye on how the Valesmen deal with Dol Guldur. Chieftain Lagaran the Fearless. And then our diplomat, we should probably move him
Yes, my lord.
towards... I guess Mordor and Gondor.
Without question.
Oh, hello. Larian, you seem to be rather lost.
As you wish. Without question.
Okay,
Yes.
so you're moving. Austin Gale, are we building anything there? We're not. People don't really like us here. It's a bit of a standing stone, so the culture should improve. Let's get the grain exchange. Vidigavia's rest. Can only get chicken farming there, which wouldn't be too bad. It's actually lowered the tax rate, so it's increasing populace. Because I did exterminate the populace there last time, which was a mistake. Because that was going to take even longer for it to become a town. So yeah, I apologize. That was an honest mistake. Trading post in Ered wouldn't be too bad. There goes our money. It seems our money is just wild. Army upkeep is just too high. It should be a bit lower now. I don't think I have many standing armies just costing me money right now, but no, I might be wrong. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, you're actually blocking me in, you asshat. You complete asshat. Alright, I'll see you on turn 66. Oh, and we start turn 66 with some bad news. I guess it is almost an unlucky number, because the Divine Regent of Dorwinion is dead. Which can mean, of course, only one thing, exactly, that Coruscant has fallen. So I don't think we should dilly-dally much longer. I think we really need to prepare that Rhun will attack us anytime soon now. Alright, but we need more money. We desperately need more money. Chain of the Mayor of Dale. So Thane's the Mayor of Dale, but King Bane's right here. Alright, so we actually got, I'm not sure where did he come from. I guess he grew up, Thane. +1, +5% taxes income. The King of Dale probably has better traits though in general. But I guess he would be nice in Esgaroth. But then you need to go to another settlement. Bergkaupis, Bergram, I guess Bermaning. Alright, sorry lad, you need to venture forth again. I'll pop down some watchtowers though. Alright, keep moving. These privateer acts are probably costing me some money. These guys are costing me, of course, tons of money, but I don't know where else I can put them. You know what? Let's move him towards the front with Rhun. Let's move him across. Though Guldur wants to attack me, we'll just have to wait for an army to appear. I haven't really built anything this turn. Let's check on the Orcs of Gundabad. With the board would be a relatively easy grab. It seems the Elves are actually going to beat me to it. But I'd rather look at Dane's Halls. We could ignore these guys. Alright, anyway. Let's plop 3 of you in here. I could actually retrain them. Those that need retraining. Plop him in there for now because we're not retraining him, right? Yep. Just max efficiency, boys. Max efficiency. Only on the Izzy channel, my friends. I mean, I'm not going to move him for 4 upkeep. Alright, 2 more turns for this merchant quarter to be done, which should see a huge increase in our profits. I'd like to build something in Grassguard. But what? That is, of course, the question. What to build? Sheep farming would be too bad. Our population growth is already really high. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. I think that's the best thing we can build right now. Seems we have maxed out on economy building, so we need to next tier of town. Hello, Erebor. I just heard a really weird sound. I'm not sure if that was in game or what. I think that's all for this turn, so I'll see you on the next turn. Alright, lads. And that weird sound I heard earlier was actually Skype going off of my phone. It was my 10-year-old cousin calling me on Skype. Okay. Eredwaith falters. Yeah, we did see that a little bit in the beginning, of course. I want to talk to Mordor for a military unit. Well, this could prove to be a fruitful effort then, because the military units I get now should be post-barracks events, so they should be rather strong. But I think it only looks at the pool of units that you can actually train, so might not be anything too amazing. Alright, let's keep investing in trade. That is, of course, our shtick, our spiel. Let's move this guy here. We'll keep Bicinus in Austin Kale as a governor, and then we'll send these lads home for retraining. Yeah, we'll send all of them, even the shittier ones. They are worth it, of course. Alright, faction announcements. The Lord of Esgaroth. So he's Mayor of Dale and Lord of Esgaroth at the same time. Look at that. I want to keep these units. I don't know, man. They're kind of poopy, but 190 upkeep isn't that much. And if you do that multiply by 3, that's about 600. It does add up, you know. Let's get rid of him. Let's get rid of him.
Yes, my lord.
Let's pop down a watchtower just in case. But as long as it's in Dorwinian hands, we do not have to worry about Elan getting attacked. Elan is a very rich settlement, actually. I'm really surprised for a castle. Good shit, good shit. Alright, so. Captain Lindenkind, yeah, you keep moving north. And these guys that are retrained, let's send them to the fort. Of course, that Snow Orc stack failed miserably at taking out a board as expected. Now shoving back those elves. I feel like Witherboard could be an easy grab, but then we're just going to deal with tons and tons of Snow Orc spam. So I think we'll disregard this plan, although Daintal's is right there. We could take all this land. Oh, bring in a bit of cash, but then we have to go all the way to Gundabad, because otherwise they're going to keep streaming in. So I think we should focus on Rhun. I think that's the play right now. So we'll keep these lands here. We'll put you in bombarding. Brilliant swordsman. Can they be retrained yet? No. I need to keep building economy buildings, but they're so expensive, so I always need to pick where I build them, which settlements. Bergram, the castle. Okay, Berkaupis. I feel like Berkaupis could also get a ton of income from a port. But so would Baalga, for example. All these settlements could do with a port. Let's build in Berkaupis, because that's, I feel like, the safest location to build it. That settlement won't fall anytime soon. Gavi's rest. Okay, might have been a bit retarded to pull out the entire regiment. Well, we'll see. Seems like we should get a governor there at one point, once we have one, of course. Blah 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 blah. I'm just kind of thinking out loud and just being a bit stupid. I'm not playing as efficient as I could be. Let's see, Dale. Let's get another swordsman unit. Alright, that merchant squad is almost done. Money should be flowing in like crazy then. So Dale right now, let's take a look, is at 2.6k income. Let's round it up to 2.7. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Alright, you are still moving. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Rhun should be the next target. I wanted to save Rhun, of course, as the big bad enemy to face, and we are turn 67, we are post-barracks event. Dorwinian is pretty much done for. I feel like the time is ripe, because if we take Rhun, we should have sufficient cash to attack other settlements as well. And there's like a really annoying fly buzzing around. I hope my microphone doesn't pick it up. It's probably the same fly that records all my episodes. He's always there for me. Whenever I start recording, it just takes up flight and bzzz, He was bothering me last night as well. I wanted to go to sleep and he was just buzzing around like crazy. But the fun thing is, if I turn off the lights, the fly calms down and he knows it's like sleepy time. He's like, alright, I won't bother you anymore. You've made your point. I'll let you go rest in peace now. So yeah, that's cool. Talking about resting in peace, I still miss Vidisith, man. It's a real shame he died. Alright, so the clan leader of the Blue Mountains, clan leader Gore, has fallen. His heir has taken his place. Interesting. We might see a full assimilation of the Grimborn in that case. A merchant guild in Austin Gale. Not the best location, but I'll take it. Erebor besieged again. We're going to keep seeing that message pop up every 5 seconds. As long as the Snow Orcs live. Luxag. My god, that's a lot of generals. That's at least 3, maybe even 4. As long as it don't bother me. Alright, so we were at 2.7. Wait, what? Dale actually makes less money now. I think they make less money because we rely on the income from Dale. Wow, that sucks. We rely on the income from Dale, so every time they besiege it, we don't get the extra income. Ooh, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh, Lord. Well then. I'm kind of torn, you know. Do we go for Rhun or do we go for the Snow Orcs? Let's put you on that ship. Let's move you to Austin Gale. Nice. Let's move you home. I know I have to walk through your land a bit. I know you don't like that. I have to deal with it, laddie. You know what? Fuck that. Let's get stables. You want cavalry. Esgaroth. Esgaroth should be raking in more cash now. See imports from Milan and Wintirian Yaw. Not sure what that is. Sounds very Dorwini-ish. Gosh. It feels like most of these summons, most of these buildings don't do as much as I think they're gonna do. They always end up being a little bit disappointing. I don't know, Smoking House not gonna do much. Nah. None of these buildings are really doing it for me. I think I should focus on roads. I think I should do that. Bermani. Can't get Dale Cavalry, let's get some. And let's save our cash. I do have a diplomat, right? I already moved him. No, I haven't. So let's go check what settlement we will talk to and what units we will get from Gelabrin. Hello Mordor, you want to trade? I will sell you map information as well. I'll ask for a bit because you're quite rich, you know. Beautiful, he accepts that. So one step closer to some roads. Yeah, I think if we get roads everywhere, we should see an increase in our economy. So what do we get? What amazing unit do we get? Northman Archers, wow. Wow, 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 that is amazing. Alright, let's end the turn, lads. Let's end the turn. So I'd like to hear your opinion on it, you know. Do we go for the Snow Orcs? Do we go for Rhun? It's a tough call, and I right now do not have what it takes to fight a war on both fronts. That is just a bit too difficult, and I don't have the manpower for it. But yeah, as long as Erebor on the siege, we don't get those juicy goods. And I think if Erebor falls, that might also like change some stuff about Dale, because we do rely on the alliance with the Dwarves and the Elves. I mean, I don't think it's related to the mountain specifically, but the faction as a whole. But still, if the Snow Orcs take Erebor, that's just bad news bears, right all. So perhaps I should just gather an army. But even then, my income in Dale is still lower without Erebor besieged. It's really weird, the way the income works. It's calculated in a very weird fashion. We'll get the Merchants Guild. Alright, now the income in Dale is quite a bit higher. So, roads wherever possible, like Ered and Rhun, for example. 4.5k? My god. Can I get them cheaper? Anywhere else? 4.5k, no, it seems like that's just the price. Let's get them in Ered and Rhun. It's probably the best location to get them. Construction complete of a barracks in Ilanin. So now we can get a higher tier of units. No. Sadly not. Well, if we build the archery range, we can get Barding Marksman, which would be rather useful. We can take a look. Yeah, that is the highest tier. Barracks, Army Barracks is a tier higher for Sword Masters, Barding Herd. Units we really, really want, and more pikemen, of course. Rhun, man, I don't trust you for one bit. I just don't trust you. What to spend my hard-earned money on, of course. It's always a question.
With honor, we shall continue tomorrow.
Alright, let's put these guys on the boat. Alright, I trained the general. Now I remember, I trained the general here. So I was like, where did that general come from? But I trained him, so I'm an idiot. Let's just disband them, whatever. And let's go talk to Gondor. Oh, look, the Witch King. Scary.
Impossible.
Reach the dead marshes. Hello, Gondor. We used to be allies, you know, a long, long time ago. Let's ask for some big money. 2,000. I keep increasing my prices because the demand is high.
Seems like a most reasonable deal to me.
Actually allied with the Underdwarf, interesting.
Well, that seemed fruitful.
That seemed very fruitful, my lads. In fact, I'm just short of another road. We are building in most settlements, which is good. Actually, we can get roads here because it's a bit cheaper in Bergram. So let us get them. I mean, if I had to assemble an army, I had 3, 4... Actually, I could have put those Northern Archers there. Oh, whatever. So 4, 8, 6... No, wait. 8, 9, 10, 11... I've got some more troops coming in here. Disband one of the Northman militia. Should probably move this guy back to Esgaroth because he gets free upkeep there. I don't think the privateers can ever get free upkeep except for in a fort. I'll just have to tank the one. But yeah, this could be a decent enough army to actually attack the Snow Orcs. If I just gather these forces up, get some cavalry in there. Maybe get these lads involved. Retrain these lads. Yeah. Let's actually get rid of this guy. Just having an all-out war. We'll keep the spy there to keep an eye on it. Yeah, it's just a bit of a cold war right now. Just kind of waiting, seeing who makes the first move. But at the same time, our economy is looking better and better every turn. We're starting to have a strong economy. We went from a very weak economy, crippled economy, which is how the game starts off with. That's the entire plot line of Dale. You start with a crippled economy, which is of course reflected in your king's purse actually giving you negative income. I wish that would go away after a certain amount of turns, but okay. It's only 250 a turn though. Now we're into a stable economy where we're able to afford our armies and we're able to afford a war with Dol Guldur for at least a little bit. But now I want to build to a strong economy where I can afford multiple armies. I don't have to worry that much about the cash. That's the ideal situation to be in, you know. You don't have to think, oh no, I need to raise an army. Where will I get that money from? That's where we're going towards, but... well, still have a long way ahead of us, but the thing is, with every settlement that gets better, all the other settlements get a boost from it as well because of the trade. So we should be able to grow exponentially. An Archer's Guild in Ilanen would actually be quite good for our war against Rhun, because then we can just spam out Barding Herd. So we'll get the archery range then. No, we'll not build anything for now. You have an army here. Okay, we'll just keep in the port for now. If need be, I can throw in some extra units. I can throw in Prince Brand. We could sail straight up towards Mistrand. If need be. Because he's like, yeah, he's up to something. He's bloody up to something.
Yes. We can go no further.
Cannot trust him. Trading post in Austin Gale. Nice. Let's get some chicken farming, I guess, to boost the populace. Can eat nice chicken, yum yum yum. Can do the same in Baalg. Yep. Shall we move on to attack the Snow Orcs? Or shall we move and just... you know what I will do? I will get another ship. If need be, we can put all these guys on a ship, send them south to deal with Rhun. As soon as they're like one turn away from Bermaling, which he can't actually get there in one turn just yet, but as soon as one turn away, we will... oh, we've reached the site of the Battle of the Last Alliance. We will move the units from the fort into Bermaling, because we'd like to have a defensive siege fight, of course. If we can use our towers to our advantage, we should. Alright, well I think that's going to be it for this episode. So like I said, not the most action-packed, but definitely, you know, the time and place to just relax for a little bit, get our bearings, look at the settlements we have now, and yeah, prepare for war. So what my plan is right now is to keep expanding our settlements. Ilanen is going to be producing Barding Herd like crazy. Longbows as well. A war with Rhun will be inevitable, but then we can push from both Bermaling and Ilanen for both sides of the River Celduini, while also sailing units down as well. And I think if we attack, we would attack from Mistrand and then expand from there. If we take down Mistrand, I feel like we would slow him down for a large part. That said, he does have some large hordes. Dorwinian is of course taking some attention, so is Eriador. But if we attack, he will no doubt retaliate. So we want to make sure our front lines are strong at that point, which, you know, they're not yet, but they will be. But all in all, our economy still needs more. You know, we still need a stronger economy by far. And for that, it might be interesting to attack the Snow Orcs and try and take Dane's Halls, but I don't know if it's worth it. That's my concern. I'm not sure if it's worth it. So do let me know what you guys think about this, of course. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I do very much hope to catch you next time. Hope you're all safe, hope you're all having fun. That is, of course, the most important part. You're all healthy and happy, and I do very much hope to catch you next time. Bye-bye!